Hi, it's Kat Kennedy from Cuddlebuggery and I'm here today with a book review! Yay! I haven't done a video book review in forever. I tried to do one for Beast by Robin McKinley the other day, but it just turned into a total rant. So I was like, I'm not posting that. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see the pain I felt in my heart. So I thought today I'd talk about a book that Random House sent me just 2 days ago, and it's Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. And I tore through it as soon as I got it because I have been waiting to read this book for quite a while, and let me just tell you, I was not disappointed, and hopefully if you give it a try you won't be either. So let's get started. Let's just head on into the abyss of a video review and see what we can do with it. Yay! I'll set up what Finding Audrey is all about. It's about a girl named Audrey who has social anxiety disorder. Now, it's brought about because she had a really bad anxiety attack due to some bullying at school, and her brain didn't deal with the stress very well. Now, she's always probably had social anxiety disorder, but the stress of the incident made it 100 times worse, and she had a little bit of a breakdown. Now, social anxiety disorder for her means that she finds it difficult to leave the house and be in large crowd situations. She finds it difficult to talk to people who are not her family. She finds it difficult to interact with anybody. She keeps dark glasses on her face so that people can't see her eyes. You know, there's a whole slew of fallout effects. What am I even talking about? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Just ignore me. There's a whole slew of effects that come from having social anxiety disorder. And the author has really done her work on this. It is a stunning novel, and it's filled with so much explanation that really helps me in my life, because I don't have social anxiety disorder, but I definitely have a mild form of social anxiety, and I really suffer from having to talk to people and having to go out and be in crowd situations. Like going to the shops is really hard for me sometimes. So I was like, yes, she gets me. She really gets me. This is worse than what I have, but I can totally sympathize with this main character. I totally know where she's coming from. All the explanation of the lizard brain and how that affects you. I was like, yes, I get it. This book is for me. This book is my jam. So anyway, a boy named Linus starts visiting the house and starts to slowly drag her out of her shell with the help of her therapist, who is Dr. Sarah, who's really good and a really positive influence in the book. I'm really glad to see that positive patient-doctor interactions within a book, because that's really hard to do sometimes, and it's really hard to bring about in a really fruitful way in literature. So Linus wasn't a big swoon for me. Like, I wasn't like, ooh, Linus, ooh. Not only for the fact that he's like, I don't know, 16 years old, which would have just been creepy, but for the fact that, you know, like, the romance wasn't the driving force of the novel for me. The cutesy little things that they did together were definitely sweet, and it was very cute, but that just wasn't the biggest deal for me. The biggest deal was her family, who are downright hilarious. There's this one section where her mum and her dad are talking, and they're trying to find a girlfriend for their oldest son because he plays computer games a lot and they're really worried about him. Well, the mum is really worried about him and the dad is just going along with it. And they're like, she's like, well, let's invite a bunch of girls over and have a party. And he's like, what are we going to do with the teenage party? Like, they're just going to knife each other and have sex on the trampoline. And she's like, oh my god, they do that? You know, their interactions are just golden. Like, the way that Frank and the mum interact and the fights that they have, these are just the really beautiful parts of the novel that really touched me. And the healing the family goes through over the course of the book, not just Audrey's healing, but the healing that comes about because she is healing. Because when, you know, one person in a family has such a difficulty, it throws everybody else off. And so the whole family's kind of in turmoil when we start this novel. Writing is really good. The pacing's pretty good, like for a contemporary novel, because contemporary novels, they don't tend to have much of a plot. You know, there's not too much that happens. So there's a little bit of a plot in here, and the pacing's really good. And I really feel like the characters and the personalities really fuel most of the pacing of the novel for me. The themes of healing and having a jagged line really spoke to me as well, as somebody who suffered from depression and somebody who suffered a mental illness. You know, that road to healing and the 2 steps forward, 300 steps back, 5 steps forward, 50 million steps back. That was really great. You know, there was just really nothing I could criticize about this novel. It's a solid 4-star read for me. I highly recommend it. Get on it, people. I just loved it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my review. I always love to meet new people, so if you have a channel or if you just want to say hi, leave a comment down below, say hi to me, or leave a link to your channel so I can come check you out and watch your videos. And don't forget to click on all the social media below, because we're on Tumblr and we're on Instagram and we're on all of that jazz, and Twitter and everything. So yeah, thank you for watching and I hope you have a good week. Bye!